So good evening, everybody. Dear friends, dear fellow cooperators, if I may say that to you. I like to start my overview with a quote. Uh, These unhappy times call for plans that build from bottom up and not from the top down, that put their fate once more in the forgotten man at the bottom of the economic pyramid. This is what it's all about when we are talking about platform cooperativism. You know who said that? It was Franklin Roosevelt who said that. Yes, some of your former presidents were real statesmen. But I can really feel your pain because Belgium is ruled nowadays by nationalists. And believe me, they hate cooperatives. We not only have to fight for our digital rights, we also nowadays we have to fight for our cooperative rights. So now you know that I'm from Belgium, also kindly called by your president as the hellhole, as we read in the papers. So I'm from Belgium. My name is Peter Bosmans. I am from Febecoop. I am director of Febecoop. So Febecoop, established in 1970, has been commitment to defend, promote, and disseminate cooperative values and principles in Belgium. So we are promoting values and patterns of the cooperative entrepreneurship. It's always ICA based. You know all the ICA values by heart, I guess, because they were mentioned by Madame Guicheru: self-help, self-responsibility, democracy, equality, and solidarity. So we are defending those values with political, economic, academic, and institutional authorities. And we do that on European level. And as you know, Belgium is really complex as country. We also do that on national level and on regional level, which means Brussels, Wallonia, and Flanders. We also have a consultancy agency, so which means we are providing services with a view to developing or strengthening new or existing cooperative enterprises in the three regions of our country. So general view on what we call collaborative economy, sharing economy, commons, and so on. Now, as you know, a great variety of definitions covers a great variety of realities, sectors. It was really a melting pot in Belgium. According to the press and the public opinion, we went really from heaven around 2010 to the hell 2014. In 2010, sharing economy was the solution for all our social, ecological, and economic problems in Belgium. In 2014, sharing economy would destroy our jobs, even our economic environment. As you know, Uber, Airbnb would destroy jobs. We gave up our privacy and so on. So when we are talking about our governments, what can we say about it? No initiatives are taken, not by our federal government, neither by our regional governments. What are we seeing? We have we have a lot of initiatives in our cities, for instance, in Ghent, in Antwerp. We have a lot of creative labs, brings players together inside and outside the city to fully experiment with economy that brings people together. And then we see that they are supported by the local authorities. So nowadays, when we are talking about collaborative economy, sharing economy, and so on, Belgium discovers nowadays the cooperative solution. We may say it's a good solution. We may say it's the best solution between the small voluntary citizen initiatives, sharing drilling machines, for instance, and on the other hand, the public limited companies as Uber and Airbnb. In Belgium, when we are talking about cooperative economy, about platform cooperativism, for us nowadays, they are a part of what we call the third wave cooperatives in Belgium. We had the first wave in the 19th century. As you may know, it were the socialist cooperative labor movements who created the first cooperatives. A bit later, followed by the Christian cooperative labor movement. They were a response to primary necessities, to give people a house, for instance, to give people food. We also had a second wave of the cooperative movement, what we call the wave post-68. In the 70s, we had a lot of economical crisis in Belgium, a lot of unemployed people. So we had a lot of cooperative enterprises in what we call social economy. But then, beginning of the century, we had what we call the third wave of the cooperative movement. And we may say that's a real strong wave in Belgium. It's a strong wave in Flanders. What can we say about the Belgian cooperative movement in general? Unfortunately, the Belgian legislation offers a great flexibility, which means in Belgium you can create capitalist cooperatives. In Belgium nowadays we have 30,000 cooperative enterprises. We have 2,000-3,000 cooperatives who respect ethical principles. So that's the main problem in Belgium. When you see cooperative enterprise, you never know what you get. In Belgium, the big five consultancy firms like Deloitte, Ernst & Young, they are cooperative enterprises. So in 2016, this year, Belgium discovered the concept platform cooperativism. And we are very grateful to Trevor Scholz, who went to Belgium a few months ago, because he convinced us to use the concept platform cooperativism, and we are looking for the right concept in Belgium. So we have also in Belgium some good examples. We have two good examples. I will mention three. The third is not so good example. The first is join us to eat. As you know, Belgium is really the country of the gourmets. Sorry for the French people over here, but in Belgium we have the best restaurants of the world. If you have the occasion to come to Brussels, you have to find it out. So Join Us to Eat is a cooperative platform started only a few weeks ago. They bring together people who love to cook, so cooks who are not the professional cooks, and the gourmets who like to eat together. So the cooks and the gourmets are the owner of the platform. Local producers, winemakers, also in Belgium you have winemakers, but you cannot compare them with the French winemakers. You have brewers, ice makers. They also can be found via the website, and they're also involved in the cooperative Join Us to Eat. And then we have a second example. Second example is Partago. Partago is electric car sharing. Partago is a cooperative enterprise in Ghent. They make electric cars available to its more than 100 associates in the city of Ghent. So each associate contributes an average of 1,000 euros in capital. And at present, Partago has about 6 electric cars across Ghent, which they can use with a special developed app. With the smartphone, cars can be booked and localized, and the app also opens the car door. So Partago wants to consolidate itself in the Ghent region and doesn't aspire to be active outside of the city. But what's important, Partago is ready to support cooperatives in the other cities in Belgium, but also other cities in the world who want to start a similar initiative with their expertise, and they can even put their app available under certain conditions. So recently, Partago was contacted by a Spanish cooperative in Barcelona to set up a similar cooperative electric car sharing. So the cooperation can be a win-win situation for both of them. I told you about 3 experience. The third experience is take, eat easy. Even my English, you may understand take, eat easy, what that means. So take it easy delivered meals from the best restaurants by bicycle couriers. The company was launched in 2013 in Brussels by 4 young people and was active in 20 cities in Belgium, in France, in Spain, and the United Kingdom. The number of employees rise to more than 160 people in 3 years. Take It Easy pulled out in 2015 in 2 rounds 16 million euro in capital. So that makes clear it was a real capitalistic enterprise. But unfortunately, they grew too fast and then it was a failure. What's the good news? Failure is never good news, even not for a capitalistic enterprise. But nowadays, the former bicycle couriers are creating their own cooperative enterprise to have a startup of Take It Easy. So my 10 minutes are gone, are past. So I have also to proudly announce that also in Belgium we have our milestone. Our milestone is in 2017, March 9th. We have a few keynote speakers. We are glad that Trebor accepted our invitation. We have Michel Bouwens, we have Koen Franken. We also have a lot of best practices we will show. And for us, really, it's important, a milestone, really to have a take-off of platform cooperativism in Belgium. So to conclude, you talked a lot of your President Donald Trump yesterday. Some of you called him a fascist. I hope it will not be a fascist in the European historical way we know 80 years ago, with 6 million people who died. So I would conclude with a quote of another president, a South African president: "May our choices reflect our hopes, but not our fear." So thank you.